Hello, this is Joe from Joe Knows the Cryptos. Hope you're having a great week. Today I'm going to talk about 3 projects that I'm in, and at the very end, the third project has gotten me over 11.32% in this past week. And I found that these 3 projects that are still producing for me fall into that lower, medium, and high risk categories. And so I'd love to tell you about that. I'm going to tell you about that. But really what it is all projects in this space, in the DeFi space, are risky. And it is, I would consider all of them to be high risk. So within that space, we've kind of narrowed it down to a lower risk, a medium risk, and then a higher risk within the high risk space. So I'm going to share that with you today. Stick around. All right, the first project we're going to talk about today is Eazybot. Eazybot falls into the lower of the high risk category items in this space. And remember, I am not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. If you want to follow along, please watch my website. I'm trying to take a $3,000 account to $100,000 in a short amount of time. And I'm doing this through different layers of projects. And right now I'm going to be talking about 3 of them. The first one being Eazybot. If you want to get into Eazybot, remember there's a referral code down below. But that being said, let's get into it. So with Eazybot, I have been in this project for over a year now, no losing trades. And it has been a great project for me because it really, all it is software that sends through an API signal to your exchange where you hold the funds to make buy and sell signals for trading. And it trades on an algorithm. It's a kind of a mixture between a martingale DCA bot and a grid trading bot. And it's been working very well. Now, the downside to this is when the market is, trades within a narrow range, there's not a lot of highs and lows. It doesn't go up like this. It kind of, if it trades sideways, then you're going to be stuck in some trades if they're out there. And that's kind of where we're at for the last 2 weeks. So this past week, my bots, on about a 30, let's see, where is my spreadsheet here? Okay, so on Eazybot, if we go to Eazybot, let's see here. Watch me mess this up. Okay, so if we go Eazybot right here, you can see I have about $3,069 in the trade. The profit this week was $6.38. So that's a 0.207%. Now, if I annualize that, that's be like almost 11%. But this project has averaged 1.1% per week since I've been tracking this with this group for about 6 weeks. So it's averaged about 1.1%. I put it in the lower risk category because again, you control the funds in your exchange. So, and they're actual real bots. I mean, they're real coins. They're not some made up coin that they give you that you have to buy in order to get the rewards. This is all things you control. Now, the bot, as you see here, I have 9 active bots right now. This one's on hold right now, but I have 9 active bots. And, they're kind of stuck in some trades. So once the bot kind of breaks out of the current, where the current levels are, they'll start to sell. And then they'll buy again as it goes down and sell as it goes up. But we need them to break out on the upside for them to get out of some trades. So we'll be watching this. It could be sideways for a couple weeks, but when they start to sell, then you'll see the profit ramp up. And we're looking for an average of about 1% per week. That's about 52% per year. That'd be amazing, right? Because your treasuries get 4 or 5%. Your savings account gets about 4% if you're lucky. And that is well above the 10 times plus what you can get. Now, I can't promise these returns, nor can Eazybot, but I put this in the lower risk category. Next up is a slightly higher risk category, and that would be Green Figures. And Green Figures has been performing me for 9 weeks in a row. And you'll see the rewards this past week were I only have $383 in here. I really wish I had more, but that's not the point of this project. It's to take normal money, not crazy hundreds of thousands of dollars, and build wealth through it. So Green Figures, I have $383 staked. It returned about $9. Since I started this project 9 weeks ago, I should say there's 6 weeks of data right here. But if you look at the average of these 6 weeks, I've averaged where's my average? I've averaged about 4.13% per week. So that's pretty darn good. That is pretty darn good. So I've averaged about $14 a week in returns off $383, almost $15. I've averaged a return of a 4.13% in 6 weeks. That is a very good return. I mean, incredible return. If you think about it, that's 52 times what your savings account would get. Now, I can't promise those returns will continue, but what I can tell you is that this is one of the more transparent. It's basically a PAM account. You buy in with BUSD and you stake it. They trade your funds and they show all your trades through these live trades on my Forex book. Here's the 6 bots that they have going. You can look in there at any time to see what they're doing. You can go into any of these bots and say, look, track record, trading privileges, live update, check, check, check. If you can look at all of their open trades. You can look at their trade history. You can see these things in real time develop. So I can't tell you with 100% certainty that this isn't a Ponzi and this isn't all faked. I can't tell you that. I don't know. But I like the transparency and the simplicity of this. And I know I've been doing it for 9 weeks and gotten 9 returns, and it's averaged 4.13%. Can't tell you that's going to go on forever. I'm not telling you that. If you do want to get in, I do have a referral code. I would appreciate you supporting the channel. If you don't, no problem. If you are in it, tell me if you like it down below. And if you're not in it, tell me why. I'm just curious to know why people, because I don't know everything. Some of these things I just ape into. Finally, we're going to go into the super high risk, super high return. And you've probably heard me talk about Quopi before. Quopi has been one. I've been in this for 11 trades now. 11 trades. So that's about a week, 2 weeks and 1 day. Over this time, I have seen a very good return. I'll tell you why it's in high risk. So you'll see right here, I've seen these 2 weeks, I've averaged about on $500 and so of, let's see here, on an average of about $527 worth of Bitcoin. Now that obviously fluctuates that number because Bitcoin goes up and down. I have seen an average of about $55 in returns on that. That's about 10% on average. And as you can see, this past week, we averaged 11.32%. If you don't know what Quopi is, it's allegedly a bot trading protocol that's learned how to trade New York Stock Exchange blue chip stocks. So these are very, I would say, established blue chip stocks. They're blue chips. And it trades them through AI learning. It put in 100,000 pages, allegedly, of trading information. It learned how to trade blue chip stocks that way, and it executes trades. Now, is this a Ponzi? Could this all be faked? Yes, this could all be faked. If you look at this, I've been 11 trades. I've made 22.32% return on my money in just 11 trades. You can put any of these in here. You can input Bitcoin, USDT, XRP, Doge, Litecoin, Tron, or BNB. You can put any of these in there and it'll return it back in that form of crypto. So I don't know how they do it, because then they'd have to transfer that into dollars in order to buy stocks. Then they'd have to, settle out of those stocks into Bitcoin and give you a profit. And what they do is today, let's say this was on Friday, 2.34%, I get that return 24 hours later, or Monday or Saturday morning. I can take that money out, or I can leave it in and restake it. But then that stake has to be in for 30 days or 30 trades, which is longer than 30 days. So this has been a really well-performing project. I put it in high risk because I can't tell if it is a Ponzi or not. Because while they show you every single day, every single trade they make, it would be very easy to go back in retrospect and say, look, I bought at this price at this point. I sold at this price at this point. Here's my spread value, and so on and so forth. It would be easy to do that at the end of the day. Yeah, and it's also doesn't make a lot of sense that they have every dollar in the trade. If they gave me a 2.34% return on my money, all the money I have in there, that means all of my money was at risk, which means everyone's money is at risk every single day, and they haven't had a losing day since at all, ever. And they started in January. This thing's been going strong for 160 some days now, and so it's been returning. So the returns have been consistent and strong, and they've averaged for me about 10% a week, which is insane. But can that go on? I don't know, but I'm playing the game. This is a high risk DeFi app that's been going on since January. So that's a really long time, the DeFi. If you want to get in, guess what? I have a referral code, support the channel. I'm here to show you what I'm doing. And when this ends, I will let you know. But I'm going to let you know every week how these 3 projects are doing until they fail. I want to always have 3 projects to go. I need 2 to put on because one of these might fall off. So I'm looking for a high and a mid risk project for the DeFi. If you have any recommendations, let me know. I'm searching high and low to put these 2 things on the bench just in case Green Figures and Quopi don't live up to their expectations. I think I'm very excited about them. I hope they do, but you never know. All right, so just to recap, we have my 3 performing projects have really gone into 3 different categories: low, mid, and high risk. Right now, I don't think Eazybot's going anywhere, and so if you wanted to get into Eazybot, check out my referral links down below. Green Figures, same thing. I think it's going to be around for a while, but I want to have another project to back that up, so I'm still looking for a medium and a high risk. Quopi definitely falls under that high risk. It's a high performer, high risk, high reward. Let's see if it keeps going. That's all I got. Hope you had a great day here. Let me know comments, thoughts, share anything on the Discord. If you're not on it, join it. The link for that also is below. A lot of links below. Click them all. Have some fun. I'll talk to you next time.